Hello everyone and welcome back to my art studio. Today I'm sketching a little bit on my Arches paper. It's Arches 300 grams cold press paper, and most of you know that I've been using that a lot lately. I'm using the same limited palette as I've been using lately, red and blue and yellow. From Winsor and Newton, cadmium, lemon, rose madder, and indigo, and I'm also using a little bit of neutral tint and some Chinese white. I think that is all I'm using. I'm using a brush from Escoda. I think I only use Escoda brushes now. I really enjoy their brushes. So that was my tools. I use a little bit of fine liners from Derwent, graphic line makers. I also use that, and if I see something else, I will comment on it. So this here is a giant who is I just introduced to you. He doesn't. Well, he's a friendly character, but he doesn't know that he's not whispering. So, most of you know this character here down on the left. He's very polite, actually. He can seem a little scary, but he's one of the heroes of the children's book that I'm working on. He's not scary, or he can seem scary. But that's his problem. He just looks that way. But he's very polite and trying to not offend the giant. But yeah, he thinks he's whispering to him. Yeah, and I also have a suspicion that he talks with a lisp, the giant. So you really have to have your energies in control. I mean, or you have to be a very patient person, and not to be afraid around the giant. And yeah, I was thinking maybe I should use him in the children's book, or I have so many ideas now that maybe the children's book is several children's books. Here I go in with my favorite dots. I used a pre-cut mat to measure the whole painting before I started, just as I did yesterday, and I've done so several times because then I don't have to worry about framing it later, because I know it will fit into the mat in the frame I want. I'm planning a little, or actually, there's 2 art exhibitions coming up very soon, so I need to think about these things now. And usually I just take all my paintings to a framer, a frame man who does it professionally. But I think that the frames that I have now are really good, and I have a good technique of how to put them in. But I suggest if you buy a painting or anything, I think it's worth it if you want to have the painting for a long time, and to not let time take over and destroy it. I think it's a good idea to invest in a professional frame job. So also, whenever people buy painting for me, I also always recommend that, because they know what they're doing, and there's a lot of details that maybe you won't think about, and yeah, it also normally looks much better. But now I'm painting for the frames that I have, and that helps a lot. It's like the saying, begin with the end in mind. I don't know who said that, but that's a good idea sometimes. I'm really excited by this children's book. I think it will be really good, and in April I will know a little bit more about uh, when it's going to come out and all that. And now I decided to take you on a little tour, and just to show you how it looks outside. And it's this is where I live. This is the backyard of where I live. It's very cold these days. So it's snowing. This is Aalborg in Denmark, and I thought I could also take you on a tour in Aalborg once in a while. People have asked me if I could show where I live, and well, I'm. This is my backyard for now, and I should clean up. This is the kitchen, and this is the important friend of mine, the coffee maker. And this is the kitchen from my messy art studio, and I go over to where I paint. And this tripod standing there is just for painting, but it's actually the one I use to film my this drawing, painting. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give me a thumb up. And I hope you enjoyed the little tour, and I see you tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.